Hello everyone, welcome back to the C# series. In the previous video, we learned about if, else if and else statements. In this video, we are going to learn logical operators. I touched it before, but a little bit more about and, or, and not operators, and also nested if statement. Okay, so we have three in total: and operator, or operator, and not operator. So what these do, what these guys do? Okay, we'll see. So int age is equal to 20. I have an age of 20. Now I will also write this one, license is equal to true. Okay, now what does if statement does? It will just check if the age is 18 or not. But the and here, I will write an and here. See, if age is 18 or greater than and also has license is true, which means and means the and operator means both the conditions of each statement should be true. Okay, now these both are true, so this will execute. Now I'll run. We'll say you can drive. If I say this is false, if I run, it will say you cannot. Both the conditions are not true. One is false, so it won't work. Okay, that's what and operator is. Now we have or operator. What is or operator? Or is like I only want one of the condition to be true. Okay, if one of this is true, I will execute this. That's what or operator is. And now one of this is true, so definitely it will say you can drive. Okay, if I say both are false, my age is 10 and I don't have a license, it will say you cannot drive. Okay, at least one of these conditions must be true. That's what or operator is. Now we have not. Let's talk about that. It's a little bit confused. You get confused a little bit, but try to understand. You will easily understand it once you get it. Okay, now if not has license, I don't want or anything here. Okay, if not has, go for not has. I will just say if has license you can drive, or otherwise you can't. I can say that, but in some conditions you need to check if it is false first. Okay, there are conditions like that. I will talk about those in future when the situation comes. Okay, yeah. So here what is doing, it's a little bit tricky. If this variable is false, this condition becomes true. That's simple way to explain it. Okay, if this condition become false, because I use not operator, okay, it checks if it is false or not true. For and for or, it is checking true. If it is true, it will execute, but for not, it will check if it is false first. If it is false, then this condition will become true and it will execute. If it is true, then this condition will become false. By it I mean this variable. If has license is false, this condition is true. If has license is true, this condition is false. Vice versa. Now this is false, so this condition is true. Now if I run, it will say you cannot drive. Perfect. If I say this is true, now this condition became false. Now because this is false, it won't run that. It will say you can drive. Okay, that's what logical operators are all about. Okay, now let's get out of that. I don't need that anymore. Now no operators, let's concentrate on if statements for now. Okay, what is nested if? It simply means an if inside an if. Okay, an if statement written inside an if statement. Simple, right? If age is greater than or equal to 18 and check inside if has license you can drive. Okay, so why would I need this if nested if, you could ask yourself, right? So what's happening here, let me explain on a real scenario. Okay, so that you will understand better. Okay, forget about the logic, let's talk about the reality. I went to a person, let's say is a kid. He is like 10 years old or 15 years old. So it is dumb to ask a 15 years old if he has a license or not, right? Logically, that's practical, right? Forget about logic. It's practical that you don't ask for a license, for a driving license, to a minor or to a person who is not 18. At least for India, I don't know what other countries. I think it's 16 or something. But a child won't be able to apply for a license, hence he won't get a license, right? So it will be the dumbest question you ask. But if I went to a person who is 18 or 25 or 30, obviously he can apply. So I can think, okay, he may have license, so I can ask if he have a license or not, to say you are eligible to drive, right? That's practical, right? Now think logically. Logically, it won't make sense if you ask for a license to a kid. So that's what we are doing here. If he is 18 or greater than 18, okay. If he's a child, no need to check for a license, right? You can just simply say you need a license to drive. You don't have license. You are still a minor. You simply no need to ask for a license. That's what we are doing here. Only when the person or the user is greater than or equal to 18 years of age, then we will go and ask if he has a license. Then if he has a license, then we'll say you can drive. Okay. If he is not, you can just say you cannot drive, right? You can keep the else like this inside, and here you can say you cannot drive. Simple as that. Okay, that's it. So this like making it a little bit smarter, right? Why uh, check if he has a license if he is not 18? That doesn't make sense. So that's what making it smarter means. Okay, that's what I meant. So that's what these all if statements. We don't use it basically. We not that much. We use it, but not that much because lot of if nested if else if else the makes the code very messed up. Okay, so we actually avoid a lot of things when it comes to if statements and nested. We use if, but very less. We'll try to minimize. We won't use nested ifs. We have some other things like design patterns and all. We'll talk about those later and stuff, DIs and stuff. Okay, that's not important right now. You have to understand why you use nested if. Of course, we'll use nested if, but very less. We'll try to avoid. Okay. So right now you understood logical operators. You understood if, else, and also now yes you learned, right? You have to do it to understand it more better. So what you'll do is you create a eligibility checker, student eligibility checker. Okay, check for marks. If he is more than 35 or 35 marks, then check, then say he is passed, and also check if he has a marks that is greater than or equal to 75. If he has that much marks, you say distinction. Otherwise, if he doesn't have 35 marks, less than 35 marks, then simply say you are failed. Okay, simple. Make a simple eligibility checker for a student. Take the input, do whatever I said right now. Okay, you'll understand it more far better by doing it. Okay, so that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys understood. If you have any doubts, please ask me in the comment section, and see you in the next video. Until then, keep learning. Bye.